Okay, that's beautiful. So, good morning, everyone. It's not night anymore. It's early in the morning. Now it's 4:33 a.m. And we're going to have a study from the book on world peace of Rav Ashlag. So last week we started to talk about Rav Ashlag was saying, כל דבר שישנו במציאות, יש לו זכות קיום. Everything that exists in this world have the merit to be exist, and we can't destroy it, and we can't eliminate it, right? Because I was going to explain, it's our responsibility to correct it or to help to correct it, because everything that everything negative that we're going to destroy, it's going to be something worse that will come up because we didn't correct the first one. And we know that when we're talking in Kabbalah about restriction, many times we want to avoid that obstacle. But if I'm trying to delete this obstacle or to avoid this obstacle, usually it will come back next time stronger. And why is that? Because, imagine there is an empty space we created, and we don't want to correct it right now. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm removing it to the side. What's happened? That empty space will go away. It will collect more and more empty spaces that I created, right? Along the way, I'm not correcting, and it's going to come back stronger and bigger. And for us, it will be hard to understand, like, how come, right? I'm a good person, I'm doing, I'm sharing, I'm giving, I'm praying, I'm connecting, even I'm waking up this early in the morning and we study. Yes, but there's no connection between the two, because we study to know what we need to do and how to change. The study or the scanning the Zohar, all of those things, they are just tools for us to connect and to help us to receive more light and more understanding what I need to do to clean my negativity. As now we read from the article of Tshuva, I really recommend to go back to portion Naso and to read the article of Tshuva slowly and to try really to understand what does it mean for me, for my life, what I need to do to bring myself, my hey, the hay of Malchut to the hay of Binah, and cleave myself back with the light of the Creator. So we continue now from Rav Ashlag. ולכן עלינו להבין, להיזהר מלהטיל דופי בשום פרט מהבריאה, לומר שמיותר הוא ואין בו צורך. Rav Ashlag is saying, we need to be careful that sometimes we look at things from creation, we can say, we don't need those creations, we can live without them. שיש בזה משום הוצאת שם רע חס ושלום על הפועל שלה, because if we say that, we actually have doing evil ton. About whom? About the Creator, because the Creator creates everything that exists in this world, even the things we think they are negative, the Creator created them. And when we say, that creation, if He wasn't in the world was better. So what we saying, actually, the Creator, you're wrong. You did a mistake, by creating that creation. So he's saying, be careful, because this is evil time. And one of the main things, I don't know if you listened to them on Sunday, I was talking about in the Zohar reading about one of the consciousness from Rabbi Yitzchak of Kamarna, that he explained about our generation and about the Zohar and about, everything that kind of happening in this generation and the way we should connect, and how the Zohar is very important in our generation, and the Zohar can redeem us from all of this negativity. And he explained that one of the things, that the main things that exist in the world in our generation, it's evil tan. And even being a spiritual person, or want to be a spiritual person, it doesn't mean we're not going to do evil tan. So we need to be careful, because sometimes we can come from a place that, no, but I'm saying things because I want to change things, I want to help, but the way I'm saying it, or when, or to whom, and with which consciousness, it's very important. So we don't want to add more negativity. We want to create positivity. אמנם דבר זה ידוע לכל, שהבורא יתברך לא ישלים את הבריאה בעת שבראה, כי כן אנו מוצאים בכל פינה ופינה במציאות שלפנינו. He says, we know that while the Creator created this universe, He didn't finish to create it all the way. Because it says we can find, in every corner in this existence, there are different things that we need to continue to correct or continue to create. והן בכללותה והן בפריותה, ונתונה היא תחת חוקים של התפתחות בדרגתי, because there are laws of development, but step by step, level after level. החל מן ההיעדר עד גמר גידולו. So, from the place that we can see, there is an empty space, there is some energy that's been missing, till, like in every development, there is a process. So in that process, every time there is another part that's been connected with that empty space, till we finishing to build the whole building, or to build, like now, right now we are in we know that we're supposed to complete and to build the body of Adam, right? So right now, our generation, we are dealing with what? With the heel. Because we know the last 2,000 years of the correction before Messiah, it's related with the legs. The first 2,000 years was the head. The second 2,000 years was the body. Now the last 2,000 years, it's about the legs. So our generation right now, we are in the heel place, and we know the heel, it's the most body part that close to the ground, close to to earth, and it's the most dirty place. So this is why we're facing so much negativities. But on the other hand, we need to be happy and excited because we are very, very close to Shabbat, to the 7 millennia, to the time of redemption. So yes, we're facing a lot of negativity, but that negativity, according to what the Zohar is saying, those negativities, it's actually to show us we are in the right time of the string of Messiah. Of course, we want to transform them to be more in a merciful way, but the question we need to ask, am I a merciful person? I'm a person that gives space to people to change. If I'm a person that have patience, patience. I need to make sure I have patience. Patience toward what? Patience, first of all, toward my correction, my journey, my process, and patience to other people's processes. Because the way we behave sometimes toward the people that are around us, and especially the people that we love, we behave in impatience. Why? I told you to do this. I told you to change, right? Yeah, you told me yesterday, but it doesn't mean in 24 hours I can change. I need to process things at the same way we can't change in a split of a second or in a day. We need to process it, we need to see it, we need to analyze it, we need to do tshuva, we need to go through the process also. Sometimes it can take days, or sometimes it can take even months or years. I don't know how long it takes us to change. So the same way we want people to be patient with us. In our process, we need to make sure that we have the patience to let go on what I want them to change and to give them the time to change. So in our generation, we need really to pay attention and to be careful because we all facing those negativities, and we can see those negativities right now in a clear way. What happened thousands of years ago that we didn't know what's going on in different places and which type of negativities they facing. Today, it's funny, if you think about it, today, you're connecting with the entire world in your hand. Today, you can hold your phone, you can speak with people in Japan, in Israel, in Spain, in wherever, in the world, in a split of a second. So it means time, space, and motion have been shrunk. Everything right now, it can be in a present way. So even the 1% world, connect with spirituality. It's shrinked. If we pay attention to the 1%, what's happening to the 1%, everything now is one. Okay? Time, space, and motion can be one in a present time. So we get used to it, so we don't think about it. But everything is one. Okay? So we can what does it mean for us? It means from the point of correction, we can build or we can destroy. And Rav Ashlag will talk about it later on in this book. but we want to be the builders. We want to build more complete vessels that the light of the Creator can reveal in the vessels. And right now, when we're correcting the heel, we want to complete the vessel, the body of Adam. So we want to complete that part of the heel. So we need to remove all the negativities, right? With patience, with mercy, and to bring the light to help us to complete and to correct all of the small parts in the heel. And he's saying, ומטעם זה, אם למשל לנו טועמים טעם מר בפרי בתחילת גידולה, he says Rav Ashlag, if we tasting a fruit in the beginning of it grow, let's say we see the first time you see it on the tree, אין הדבר נידון אצלנו כמציאות מום ודופי בפרי. So we don't think that right now this fruit is bad, is not good, because we know at the beginning it tastes very, very bitter, it doesn't taste good. Why? Because משום שכולנו יודעים את הסיבה. We all know the reason why it's not good right now. שהוא משום שהפרי הזה עדיין לא גמרה את תהליך ההתפתחות שלה עד לקצה. Because we know that this type of fruit right now didn't finish its development all the way. So it's not ready. So we know it's not ready. So that's something we know. But imagine if we didn't know that and we taste it, we can judge it in the process and we can throw it away. So this fruit is bad, it's not good. וכזהו המקרה ביתר הפרטים של המציאות. אם אך מרגישים בחינת רע והזק באיזה פרט, and he says, Rav Ashlag, the same way we give that example, it's true for the rest of the thing of the in this world, the existence of the rest of the details in this world. And he says, if we feel something bad, something evil in one of the details of creation, it just show on that specific matter, שנמצא עדיין במצב של מדרגת מעבר מתהליך התפתחותי שלו. So now it's just in the process of his or its development. ובכל אופן אין לנו לקבוע ולהחליט כי ברע הוא ולהטיל דופי בפרט הזה כי לא מחוכמה הוא. And that's why we can decide that matter right now is evil, is negative. Because he says it's not going to be a wise move to do. Now Rav Ashlag continue and he's saying, מתקני העולם המדומים. All of those that it's look like they want to correct the world, but it's an illusion way. ומכאן כל החולשות למתקני העולם שבהדרות, כי הם רואים את האדם כמו מכונה שאינה עובדת כראוי. There are a lot of people in this world that are trying to correct generation after generation, and they see the human beings like machines, like a big machine that doesn't work in a appropriate way, that they need to correct, שצריכים לתקנה. דהיינו להסיר ממנה את החלקים המקולקלים ולהחליפם באחרים המתוקנים, to remove different parts and to put new parts. כן, כל מגמתם של המתקני העולם, all of their intention of those that want to correct the world, הללו, רק לבאר את כל הרע וכל מזיק שבני האדם, just to remove any type of negativity and all of the negative things that they think they see in the human beings. והאמת הוא, שלולא הבורא יתברך בעצמו עמד לנגדם, and the truth is, if the Creator himself didn't stand against them, ודאי שהיו כבר מספיקים מזמן לנפות אדם כבגברה. They for sure, is saying, could remove the human beings, a lot of human beings from this world. ולהותיר בו רק טוב ומועיל בלבד, and to live in him just good, אלא מתוך שהבורא יתברך שומר על כל הפרטים של הבריאה שלו בהקפדה יתרה, but the Creator, he protect us, and he protect his creations to keep all of the details that he creates in this world, ואינו מרשה למישהו and he doesn't give the permission to anyone להשחית שום דבר שברשותו, to destroy anything in this world, אלא רק להחזירו ולהופכו למוטב בלבד ודון לאל. Just to bring it to its roots and to correct it and to bring it back to its source. What is the source? It's the good. It's amazing that we read before the article about the tshuva, and as I mentioned before, I really recommend, because this is what Rav Ashlag is saying. Our responsibility is to correct things. And again, I'll repeat it again, just to remind us. And if I see someone that is doing something wrong, I think he's doing wrong, I see it. It's bother me. It means that negativity exists in me. So I need to correct it in me. I need to bring it to its source. What is its source? It's the light of the Creator. So now I need to do tshuva. Because why I need to do tshuva? Because when I have that negativity, I'm creating empty space. I'm creating a blockage in my channel to connect with the light of the Creator. So I need to bring myself back, the Hev Malchut, back to the Hev Binah. So I need first of all to find out what is that blockage I'm creating. What is my negativity? As Rav Ashlag mentioned, to find the field and to find my field. Why it's bothering me so much? Because we say in Kabbalah 1, you can take two people on the same matter. Each one of them will think differently. They can even argue, how come you don't see what I see? He doesn't see it because it doesn't exist in him. That type of negativity doesn't exist in him. It's not his correction. It's your correction. This is why you see it. So it's not he is against you. He doesn't have it. He will have something else that maybe you will see it positive, he will see it negative. But if it bothers me, it exists in me. So as Rav Ashlag mentioned here, that we need to bring it back to its source and to transform it from negativity into positivity, from judgments into mercy. And this actually, if we look at our generation that we said before, the generation of the heel, we see so much negativity. It's not just now. It's so many years. It was so many negativities. And when we see those negativities, if it's bothering me, we need to understand. There's also explaining about each person, he's a microcosmos. Each person is a small world. So if I'm a small world and something bothers me, I need first of all to correct it in me. Then I can say whatever I want to say, but first I need to correct. Before I correct it, and I'm putting my opinion and I'm saying things, and I can be reactive. So actually, when I'm reactive, what's happening? Let's say I'm right. Let's say it is negative, okay? So what's happening? When I'm reactive, I'm adding more negativity to the negativity. So right now, I'm supporting the negativity. I'm making it more stronger in me and in the world. So I need to choose. I want to be the soldier of the light or the soldier of the opponent. It's all about how I'm reacting. I need to check my feelings, check my thoughts, check my reactive system. So if I'm a student of Kabbalah, if I'm a spiritual person, as I say I am, right? And I want to change, I need to stop. I need to pay attention. I need to pay attention to my feelings, my thoughts, and my behavior. And I'm reacting now from a point of really to change me and to change my negativity. Right now, I'm just putting my opinion out there, what I think about other people, what I think they do, what I think about the negativity, instead of actually doing tshuva and fix it in me. And now I can, now I can add, just a second, and now I can add more light into the world. Yes.
Which is to respond rather than react. And the point to respond is when I found peace and unity within me, where my soul and my body are now one united front. And so the soul can now command, and when the soul commands, we respond rather than react.
Yes, this is in a simple word, but we know in order for us to do that, right, we need really to find what is my blockages, because we don't want just to, respond as a robotic way. Oh, I heard in Kabbalah that I should be nice. Yes, but we need to remember that if we're not changing, if we're not removing our negativity, right, what will happen? It will consume. And one day the person will explode. We don't want to do that. We want to make sure if something is bothering me, and let's say, you know what? Let's say I already react and I say something not in the right way, okay? I need to go back. I need to look for my negativity. I need to correct it. I need to do repentance. It says about
that's why
just a second, Alex, just a second. It says about a wise person, a wise student. It says about a wise student. If you see a wise student that he's doing a mistake, he's doing a short circuit, don't judge him. Why? Because he might already took himself to a place and did tshuva, and you still stuck with your consciousness that he did a negative action, but he already repent. He already repent and will go back to the light. So sometimes, imagine right now, we can have different people in our mind that I still remember negative things they did. But you might have people that you're not talking with because they did something negative and you stop being their friends even. They might repent, they might change, but you still remember what they did to you or what they did, something in the world. They might repent, how do you know? So it means if it's still in my consciousness and I still think in a negative way, which type of light I'm downloading to my life and to the world? Negative, not positive. It means I'm not giving the person the benefit of the doubt that he repent. He changed. He changed this empty space. The whole point of repentance, we need to remove the empty space that we created and to go back to the light of the Creator, because we want to receive more pure light that we can reveal to our life and to the world. Okay? So, he continues and saying, Rav Ashlag, לפיכך, כל המתקנים ממין האמור ייתמו מהארץ, והמידות הרעות שבעולם לא ייתמו מהארץ. He's saying, so all of those that want to correct the world in a way of not to have the process, I don't know if you watched the movie Click. Someone watched the movie Click? It was many years ago. I think it was Adam Sandler. Watch it? Adam Sandler. If not watch it, yes, it's an amazing movie. Why? Because what was Click, right? He went to the store and he fall asleep on the mattress. The whole story while he was sleeping, and then he got a remote control. That he have different things in his life. He want to fast forward the process. In the end, he understood that to fast forward the process is bad. It's not good because he lost so much than he earned. And sometimes we think that if we're going to remove something, we're going to earn so much. He says, no, Rav Ashlag. All of those that are trying to do that, he says, they will disappear from the world. And the ones that will, and he says, and the negativity will stay in the world. Why? Because we need to correct it. Remember, we came here to correct what? The sin of Adam. Yes? So we came back here because we didn't do our job in past lives. So we came here to correct those spark of light we're supposed to correct. So if we try just to avoid them or to say, oh, I wish it wasn't here, or whatever, it means I don't want to go through the process. It's not going to disappear. We need to correct it. If there is things in the world, we don't understand, like this world is one. If I'm microcosmos, this world is one. We all living in the same bubble. We all affecting by our consciousness the world. So I want to check which type of consciousness, what the intention I have right now, because we all behave, as antennas. We're receiving and we're transmitting, right? We taking and we sharing. So which type of antenna I want to be? So what I'm receiving right now, if I'm receiving now a lot of negative news, what do you think I will put out there? Positive news? It can be. But if I'm receiving a lot of good news, I will put out there a lot of good news. So I will be one of those soldiers of the Creator. And it's what he's saying here. You need to understand the negativity will stay. Why? Because we're supposed to correct it. We came here to correct. If it wasn't about correction, so we stay in the endless. Why to come here? In the endless, everything was good, But we asked to come here. We want to be like the creator. Okay, you want to be like me. Okay, so you need to earn it. You want to earn it, work for it. So we're almost there. We almost corrected the entire body of Adam. We are in the heel, right? So, and there are more parts, but we're in the heel. It's almost the end of the correction of Adam. Then the 7 millennia, then Shabbat, right? We're in the 6th day, Friday afternoon. And he's saying, אלא שמחכים ומונים את מספר המדרגות של התפתחות המחויבים עוד לעבור עליהם, עד שיבואו לגמר בישולם. So what we need to pay attention to, that every time I'm fixing something, I'm cleaning something, I'm correcting something, we reach another level to finish that building right now. Because each time we correcting something, it's called a phase. It's the whole sphirot. So it's called also a building. It's called to finish the correction of that building or of that phase. Because we climb in by the sphirot till we finish to correcting that matter. So every time we're correcting something, we understand, oh, I'm closer to finish that part. I'm closer till we finish it. That's it. Now it disappeared. What does it mean disappeared? Now it will be corrected. Now it's a complete vessel. So now the light of the Creator can reveal in a correct way in that vessel. Now we go into next correction. So we need to start to transform our consciousness, to remind ourselves, what are we doing here? What is my job? It's easy to fall into negativity. Remember what the Zohar is saying. The Zohar is saying that negativity, it's empty and free. Remember that. Empty and free. The light, the Zohar says, for the light, you need to give everything you have to connect with the light of the Creator. Any effort that you can put, you need to put to cleave yourself with the Creator. This is the words of the Zohar, not my words. So if I can remind myself that negativity, it's empty and free, okay, so if it's empty and free, you see how much we have around us, right? In the news, people behave in negative way. Even you have even in the songs, sad songs, right? So it's all around us most of the time. Why? Empty and free. Empty and free. I don't want to be part of that empty and free. I want to make effort to connect with the light and to bring this light down to earth. I want to correct those vessels. But first I need to correct myself. Before I'm trying to correct people, I need to correct myself. Also, we can't correct people. We can't correct people. You know how many times you try to correct your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your kids, your friends? It's not going to work. People need to want to correct themselves. They need to want to do the spiritual work. I can correct myself. When I will correct myself, correct my negativity that I see on myself, I see it outside as my mirror, I can correct it in me, complete that vessel, I can receive more light. Now I can see in people's situations, I can see them in a different way. So I can say things in a different way to elevate their consciousness, because right now I'm elevated. When I'm elevated, I can give them a hand to elevate them to my place. So every time we elevate in, we can elevate in people just to our place, not above us, just to our place. And this is why step by step, we're climbing. This is why we need to be patient. And now we're saying, אשר אז אותם המידות רעות בעצמן, מתהפכות ונעשות למידות טובות ומועילות. So now Rav Ashlag saying, the negative attributes that been before, they've been transformed and they become good attributes and ones that can reveal and share the light with the world. כמו שחשב אליהם הבורא יתברך מראש. At the same way that the Creator thought about them in the thoughts of creation, when he created the world. Because what was the intention of the creator? That the creations will feel good, will have all the fulfillment the same way in the endless. So it can be that the creator's thoughts was negative, God forbid, to think about it, just positive. But we need to transform those negative attributes to bring them to its source. When it go back to the source, what is the source? Just good. So now it's the thoughts of creation, the thoughts of the creator, when he created this world. בדומה לפרי היושבת לה על ענפי העץ, the same way that the example Rav Ashlag give about the fruit that sits on the branch of the tree, ומחכה וסופרת לה הימים והחודשים המחויבים, and the fruit, it says Rav Ashlag, sits and counting the days and the months that have to pass, עוד לעבור עליה, that she need to be exist in those days and months, עד שנגמור בישולה, till it's going to be ready to eat. שיתגלה הסטעמה ומתיקותה לכל אדם. Now, when the fruit is ready, now we can taste the sweetness of this fruit. And you can say, wow, this is an amazing, amazing fruit. But if we tasted it before, oh, it's bitter. This is why he says, the same way that the fruit need to wait weeks and months till it will be ready, also we need to understand, we need to go through a process of correction till we finish that correction, and now it's ready. Now we can enjoy it. Now we can enjoy it. Question still here.
So what about inventory of ourselves to have a clear understanding of who we are? Would that help define the corrections that we got to go through, especially to eliminate resentments and anger?
Yeah, first of all, inventory about ourselves is always good. It's always good. And as we said before, Rav Ashlag saying that we need to choose our spiritual work every day as the first day we came to spirituality. And why is that? We can't get used to our spiritual work. When we get used to it, so we're not really checking ourselves. If I'm choosing my spiritual work every day, I will be excited about it, and I will see my negativity as an opportunity to correct and to climb the spiritual levels, right? So I was like saying, we need to find our field. I need to look for my negativity. I can't stay there. We need to be careful because we're not supposed to feel bad from it. I need to find it, and it's my inventory, right? To look for the good and the bad I have inside. The negativity for sure, I want to repent, I want to correct. What I'm positive at, I want to increase it and to use it toward the world to other people. Of course, inventory, it's always good to do. But again, I want to mention it again, we need to be careful when we find something that negative in us, not to fall from it. Because if we fall from it, it means we let the opponent to control us. I want to see it and to understand this is now right now opportunity for me because I'm right now in the middle of the process to correct it, to complete that correction. And now when the vessel will be ready, now I can enjoy it. So this is my responsibility to do, okay? So be excited when you find some negativity. And now Rav Ashlag continue in saying, ממשלת השמיים וממשלת הארץ. There are two governments. There is the government of the heavens and the government of earth. אומנם יש לדעת שחוק התפתחות האמור השפוך על כל המציאות המבטיח להחזיר כל רע לטוב ומעיל, that we need to know that there is a spiritual law of development, the law of development, that exists in the entire existence of this world, entire creation, that it promises to bring everything negative to the good side and to sharing side, not just to the good side, also that he will support the process, support this world. It means it will be a channel of light for the world. So it's not enough just to, many people saying, I'm not harming no one. I'm a good, so they think I'm a good person. I'm not disturbing. Yeah, but just to be on a natural and not to do nothing also, it's also bad. Because it's not enough just to be a good person. As a good person that you think you are, what do you do to contribute to this world? Because I was saying, it's not enough just to be a good person. Because we think, oh, if I'm not harming no one, I'm okay. What do you mean? How much good are you investing? Because there is either good, either bad. There's no natural way here. There's no gray zones. Either I'm good, either I'm bad. So every time Satan telling us, oh, you're okay, you don't need to invest too much. You're okay. You're a good person. You harming no one. You even study Kabbalah, you scan the Zohar, you study, and early in the morning, you come to Shabbat, doing holidays, you're giving, you're sharing. So what? Everything I'm doing, it's first of all for me, to develop me, to help me to do my correction. All of those tools to help me with my own correction. Because when a person will go to the upper world, he need to give his report. Why you didn't do this, and that? What are you going to say? You're going to blame the world. You're going to blame his wife. You're going to blame his boss. He's going to blame his friends. He's going to blame his spiritual place, his teacher. Who is going to blame? They're going to ask us in a personal way, why you didn't do it? We can't blame no one. Because you know why? The Zohar says when a person leaves this world, the soul knows the truth. The soul see the entire truth. And the angels come to the person and they show him everything that he said and he did. And the person himself, he is a witness. He need to sign. He need to sign. We are one of the witnesses of what of what we did. I need to sign. So who are we going to blame? If we did all of that and we going to see everything we say, everything we did, at that moment, we can't blame no one. And the Zohar saying, if a person leaves this world with not enough spiritual clothing, without enough good deeds, God forbid, because we never know how much it's enough. So we need to do more and more and more and more and more and more. And again, remember, it's first of all, it's for us. Then it's for the world. It's going in circles. First for me, then it's for my family, then the kids, then the neighborhood, and then there is the whole world. As the Rav used to say, if people ask me, what is like, who is the first in my priorities? So he says, first is the light. Then it's Karen, then the kids, then the students, then the world. So he said, what? Why not first the family? Why first the light? Because the Rav said, I know, just if I'll be connected to the Creator can protect my family and can protect the world. And this is why the light needs to be first in our priorities, the light. So it says when the soul leaves this world with not enough good deeds, not enough like change and share the light with other people, walk out of my comfort zone, it says the Zohar, the soul feel ashamed. For the soul feel ashamed because right now the soul know the truth. And the soul feel ashamed that the soul didn't do the work that the soul is supposed to do in this world. And this is why we need to start to transform our consciousness. It's not enough just to think I'm a good person. Who telling me I'm a good person? The light. The light want to give me endless. The light can tell me, oh, you're a good person. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person. But who whisper in my ear? Many times we don't pay attention because we get used to it sometimes. Oh, you did a good deed. You're a good person. Oh, you do this, you're a good person. Oh, this, you're good. No, just a second. Why I need to have this voice in my ear? Sometimes, not all day, but sometimes. If I have it sometimes, I need to stop to say, just a second. What I did wrong? What I did wrong? Maybe I did this good deed with agenda. You know the famous story about the holy brothers, Rabbi Elimelech of Lizhansk and his brother Rabbi Zusha. So Rabbi Zusha, I'm going to say the short version. Remember, he need to have 300 ruble to the wedding of his daughter. His wife pushed him to go and to collect the money. So he collected the money after a few months, traveled from from town to town. Then on the way back, he was staying in one of the towns. He came to the town, he said, everybody's crying. Sorry, people crying, people like screaming, don't understand what's happening. He asked what's happening, saying, they're supposed to pay for the wedding, 300 rubles, and somebody stole the money. So he asked how much money was there. They said, 300 rubles. So he asked how the money was divided, and he went back to his to the hotel, took the money, he went to one of the stores, he changed the money the same way, and he walked back. When he walked back to the place and he came and he told them, listen, I found the money. Wow, but he was happy. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you. You saved the day, you saved the wedding. Now they can get married. He said, listen, I will give you the money in one condition. I want 10% from the money. What? Are you stupid? Are you this? How you can think about it? It's not your money. And they start to curse him, to throw things at him. They took the money from him. They beat him up and they throw him from the town. Wow, that's crazy. So after a few months, the rabbi of this town, he went to visit Mizibus, and he came to the teacher of Rav Zusha, and he told him the story. Said, what? My student, Rabbi Zusha? No, it can't be. There is a secret behind it. Let me call him. So he called him in. He says, Rabbi Zusha, this is the story that I just heard about you. It's true. Said, let me tell you what happened. He told him, when I was walking on the street, to give the money, I have a voice that was talking to me. Oh, Rabbi Zusha, you are great. You are amazing. You are a good person. Look, you're doing a good deed. You're going to save the day. You're going to save this wedding. Now they can get married. So I said, what? My ego? It's going to take all the light from me? I'm not going to let him to take the light from me. And this is why I decided, to humiliate myself, to break my ego, that I can receive all the light, all the energy, right? So listen, if Rabbi Zusha can do it, right? I'm sure it's a good message for us that we can at least try to listen more to the voices we have in our head, and especially to the ego voice, because if we let this ego voice to stay there, he will steal our light, and then our klipa will get stronger, and then it will be very hard for us to start to transform, because we need to have a start point of transforming our negativity into positivity. Okay? So he's saying, הנה הוא פועל את כל פעולותיו בכוח ממשלת השמיים ממעל, כלומר מבלי שאלת פיהם של בני אדם ויושבי הארץ. So when the person actually, he's doing that transformation, that he connects with the light. He says he connects with the upper government, and instead of, many times we're receiving messages that belong just to us, that's for us, that we need to work on them according our vessel. And sometimes when we go to people around us and ask the question about the message we receive, they can delete the message. They can put doubts in the message. They can damage the message. And then we're not going to do the message we received. Because sometimes we receive messages that they belong to us. And we're supposed to act upon them. The same way Rav Anvine taught our teacher, Rav Berger, and told him, when you're receiving an idea, the idea came from the upper world. It's pure. Instead of going out and asking different people, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Because they will put their own opinion. They will put their own fears. They will put their own doubts. And then you can find yourself not taking an action for that idea. Just go and manifest it. Do everything you have in your power to manifest it. Because this idea came for you and it came pure. So many times what's happened to us, we're receiving an idea, we're receiving a message, even how to change and what to do. And we're asking and we're asking and we're asking and we're asking, and then we're not doing it. Or we're doing something similar but not the same. And he's saying here, when a person is working with the development of the way that the Creator created the world, like the creation, he's saying so that all of his actions will be from the upper government, because he connected to the upper government. He didn't put doubts. He received the message and he acted upon it. כלומר, מבלי שאלת פיהם של בני אדם יושבי הארץ. He didn't ask human beings that sit on earth. He kept himself connected with the upper world, right? Again, we're talking about things that will help us to develop ourselves and to add more positivity. ולעומת זה, אמנם שכל וממשלה נתן השם יתברך באדם, והרשהו לקבל את חוק התפתחות האמור. So said, the Creator put inside of each one of us the brain, and he gave us the permission to choose and to accept the development law, האמור, the same way we explained before, תחת רשותו ומשלתו עצמו, under his government and his permission, אשר אז נמצא בזה שממהר מאוד את הפרוצדורה, תהליך הזאת של התפתחות. לפי חפצו באופן חופשי בלתי תלוי לגמרי בחלבי הזמן. So the person, we can find many times that he's rushing, trying to rush the process of development to find the solution or to solve it according to his desire in a free way that doesn't connect with doesn't connect with time. Many times, it happened to us that we want to finish something like very, very quick, and especially things that we know we need to change. But Rav Ashlag, even though you want to do it, you need to remember that there is the law of development, and you need to go step by step. Also, those steps can be fast according to your vessel, but when you try to rush the process, sometimes we can do more mistakes than actually do the right thing. So, in Kabbalah, we're talking a lot about restriction, right? So we need to activate that law of restriction in everything in our life, And this is why we need to pay attention more of the why right now I want to rush the process, why I want to do everything I want to do, because it's not comfortable for me, because I'm just want to have the result right now. But just a second. If there is something I supposed to change, to transform, and have it on way to transform, let me go by the process. That will be fast. If I'm going step by step, it will be faster. When we try, how many times we trying to find shortcuts, and then this shortcut took me years to finish the shortcut. And I'm thinking, what? Oh my God, if I did it in the right way, I could finish it, faster. Many times happen to us. But unfortunately, not always we learning from our mistakes. So don't try to rush the process. Try to fix it in the development that it should be, and that will take fast. That will be fast, even faster. Because I'm saying, what? I'm choosing to correct it. Let me do it. Because if I did something to create it, I'm the only one that can correct it. So let me just do it. Yeah, we have 1 minute, so you can prepare the scanning, the morning scanning. You can find it on page 5 in the book for the Pray for the Poor book. Also have it, I think, in Dialing God. It's the morning scanning for the dawn time. We know in this time of dawn, as Karen, our teacher Karen Brink explained, the most dark time at the day, it's before dawn. So when we say dark moments, we understand that we are actually a second before the light shines into the darkness. So right now we are in this time, we're going to scan a special meditation that, or meditations, 2 meditations actually, that connect us with the light of wisdom, the light of the Creator, that we want the ones to choose to ignite the light in the world right now. We have 5 seconds, and we want to wake up the day. So we want to wake up our day and the day of the world. Now you can scan right now the meditations, connecting with the light of wisdom. I can show you it here if you don't have it. You can see it here. What is the second time? In one more minute we have the second scanning. So we can read maybe another sentence. באופן שיש כאן בית ממשלות הפועלות בדרכי התפתחות האמורה. There are two governments that they operate in different ways. אחת היא ממשלת השמיים. One, it's the government of the heavens. המבטחת לעצמה להחזיר כל רע ומזיק לטוב ומועיל, that she promised to herself to bring everything that is negative to the good and to the sharing mode, אלא שבא בעיתו כדרכו בכבדות ובארכת זמן. But it comes with more heaviness and more time. Okay, we have 5 seconds, so you can prepare your books. You can scan now. The second time.
What page, please?
5, page 5. Awakening the day. Injecting all the light, all the blessings for this day. We want to ask for the guidance of the light of the Creator to do our correction, to do it in the right way. You can look here also on the screen. You can see the meditations.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Let's just finish this sentence and then we can go to our day. ואם הדבר מתפתח הוא בעל חי ומרגיש, נמצא שסובל כאבים וייסורים נוראים, and if that matter is something that been developed and he feels and he is alive, so we can find that he can have a lot of pain and suffering. בזמן שמונח תחת המחבש ההתפתחות העושה דרכיו באחזות רבה, because in the time of the development that he come from the way of the heavens, like step by step, it can feel the pain, can feel the suffering in this world. Okay, so I hope we took some insights from Rav Ashlag, and we can pay attention more today and the rest of the week, or the rest of the year, to our thoughts, to our emotions, and to our reactive system. We can correct whatever we need to correct in a good way. We want to be a good people that actually activate in the good in the world and sharing more and put more good attributes to the universe. And B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to affect a lot of people and change the judgments into mercy. So I wish all of us good luck, good morning, and good spiritual work.
Thank you. Good morning.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you, Michael.
Very
Thank
welcome.
Thank you.
Good day.
Thank you.
Morning, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Good morning.